everyone, welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Steven.
Hi, 大家好，我是 Bernice.
So today we're going to be talking about business English for the date of March 26th, and we're going to be covering pages 52 to 55.
我们今天的对话呢是跟商业英语相关的一个对话。
Okay, so the title today is A Coworker's Bad Habits.
讲到你的同事之间呢会有一些坏习惯。
All right, so today is going to be a dialogue between Rachel and Jason. Rachel stops by Jason's desk to ask him about something that's been bothering her.
Rachel 呢走到了这个 Jason 的办公桌旁边呢，他要来问问他问问这个 Jason 一些事情，就是呢，到底最近呢有一些什么样的事情困扰着 Rachel 呢？
So I wonder what's bothering Rachel.
对，到底什么事情困扰着 Rachel 呢？
Let's find out. All right, so before we start the dialogue, I want to kind of emphasize the difference between coworker and colleague. There is no difference. So sometimes you'll hear people say, he is my coworker, but sometimes you'll also hear people say, he is my colleague, okay? Colleague is spelled C-O-L-L-E-A-G-U-E, okay? And make sure you have your tongue come out for that, colleague.
对，这两个字呢，我们在中文都是讲同事，跟你一起共事的人。那么后面刚才Stephen 老师补充的这个 colleague 这个字，同学要特别注意一下，不要跟另外一个大专院校那个 college 搞在一起。很多人看到两个字说，哎，老师都是 C-O 什么 L 的，所以就念的变成是一样的。所以发音的部分，同学要注意一下。
Exactly. So Rachel starts the dialogue by saying, Hey, Jason, this is a little odd, but I was wondering.
女生呢就跟这个男生说，有点事情啊，好像有点怪怪的，对不对？好，那可是呢，我还是想要了解一下，你知道吗？女生就是充满了好奇心，看到一些怪怪的东西就是非问不可啦。
Right, so when it's written out between Hey Jason, there's a comma, right? So you don't actually pause there when you're saying it. You just say Hey Jason, okay? But when we write it before a name, we actually put a comma.
同学，毕竟我们这是一个对话，那你真正在讲对话的时候，没有这些标点符号，会影响你对话的一个这个进行的一个速度。可是，在写的时候，就是别忘记了要加一个逗号。
Right, so odd here, O-D-D, is an adjective to mean something that's strange, okay, out of the ordinary. So here she could also say, this is a little strange, okay, but I was wondering. And then do you see the ... So that kind of shows that she hasn't said exactly, completely what she wants to say. I was wondering. And then wondering here, you could also say like thinking. I was thinking about telling you something, or it's like wondering is trying to show something that you feel curious about.
好，所以这边的 odd 呢，就是另外一个 strange， 就表示很怪的。那么另外呢，这边的 wondering， 同学看到后面有点点点的意思，就是表示，我好像有一些事情想要知道、探究一下，到底是发生什么样的事情，所以它会有这个 wondering。那你在讲英文的时候，可以把它稍微拉长音一点。
Right, so Jason, he answers, yeah, what's up?
好，这个是很传统男生的回答方式，说，哦，好啊，怎么啦
？So what's up is more something that you would say to your friends. So it's obvious that Jason and Rachel are pretty good they have a really good relationship. They're pretty close, okay? You can have friends within the workplace, right? But if you're talking to someone who's like a superior, like in a higher position, it might not be appropriate to say what's up. You might say, oh, yeah, what's going on? Or what happened? Something like that would be a little bit more formal.
所以在朋友跟朋友、同事之间，你们的关系是比较密切。比如说像 Bernice 老师跟 Stephen 老师，我们就可以这样子来问候，Hey, what's up？ 这是没有问题的。可是如果今天呢，你跟你的上司或者是这个人呢，他的位阶比你高，在公司里面的话，那么这个就比较不太适合了。
Rachel then answers,Are you finding that sound really distracting?
Rachel 就开始问他觉得奇怪的事啦。他说：“那个谁 ，Jason， 你有没有觉得有一个声音？有没有？而且这个声音，你有没有发现到这个声音呢？真的让人家会 distracting 这个字是当形容词，就是会令人分心的声音呢？
Right, so you can't focus, right? It's distracting, okay? Like this kind of sound. It's like, oh, it's so distracting. Okay, that's what distracting means.
或者 Bernice 穿着比基尼出现的时候，你们就distracting.
You can't focus, right? You can't focus. All right, so when you find, in Chinese, find means 找，对不对？ But here it doesn't really mean 找. It means that you think, 你觉得, okay? Do you find Bernice pretty? 你觉得她很漂亮吗？ Yes, of course. Okay. Then Jason says, what sound?
对 ，Jason 感觉好像慢很多拍的感觉。他说有吗？什么声音？
对 so this in English, the what can be very high up. Like, what sound? Like, are you what? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Rachel then says, don't tell me you can't hear that loud tapping.
好啦，这时候 Rachel 就说，拜托你别跟我说你可没听到这么大声的这个 tapping 这个字，本来就是敲打的这个声音，而且是连续的这样子拍拍拍拍拍。他说你别跟我说你没听见这个敲打声啊。
Right, so here she's not really saying like, don't tell me, okay? Not literally, 不是这样讲，不要跟我讲, right? It's just saying kind of like a 口语，你别跟我说你没有听到吧? So don't tell me that loud tapping. This is a tap, okay? All right, so let's take a short break.
好的。
Jason pauses to listen. Okay, so he's like, was listening for that drumming sound.
对，因为他原本不知道有这个拍的声音有没有，所以他就停下来，听一下。
So Jason says, "Oh, that."
所以 Jason 听到了，他就说，你说那个声音啊。
That's just that new guy, Zach, drumming his fingers.
他就说了，其实呢，那只是有一个我们新来的同事啦，他的名字叫 Zach， 他呢用他的手指头在 drumming。本来同学我们知道 drum 这个字是打鼓的意思 ，OK？那这边的意思就是有点敲击这样拍打的意思。
Right, so it's just another way to say tapping his fingers, right? Rachel then says, please tell me he doesn't do that all the time.
感觉 Rachel 好像有一点不太高兴了啊。Rachel 就说，拜托啊，请你告诉我一下，这个 Zach 不会一直做这个动作 all the time， 一直这样子拍拍拍吧？
Right, so here in English, when we're like, please tell me that he doesn't do that, it's kind of just being like, 求你真的不要跟我讲他是这样子, right? So in Chinese we say the same thing, but in English it's just directly translated, okay? Because if you take it too literal, you might be confused. Like, why not tell you? Like, what's going on? But you have to know, it's just like Chinese. There's a lot of things that you could do exactly in Chinese. 请不要告诉我, right? Okay.
不是真的不要告诉你。
Exactly, 就是告诉我. Right? I might have to ask to move cubicles again if that's going to be a constant thing.
而且这个 Rachel 说的这个 again 的感觉，好像他曾经有这么做过。
Maybe she just likes to complain.
Yeah, 所以他就说了那个他不会一直这个样子。如果他这样一直敲，如果这样的事情呢，是一个怎么样 constant thing， 就是经常不断的发生的这样的一个状况的话呢，我很有可能呢就会要求怎么样，我要把我的这个办公室这个 cubicles 就是办公室里面这些小小的这隔间哈，我要来移动了，而且是 again， 我要再一次好去更换移动我的这个办公室的小隔间了。
Right, so cubicle, if you think that's a hard word because it's quite long, if you know cube, C-U-B-E, that's like a
立方体的，
立方体的四方形那个 cubicle. So the size of an office space usually is like a square, right? And usually, sometimes it has walls separating the different desks. Some walls are higher than others. Sometimes you can see your coworker, but sometimes it's too high, you can't see your coworker. But those are all cubicles.
就是像在我们到一个这个平面的办公室里面，有一些他们会用一些这个隔间，把办公室每一个人的桌子、椅子，然后这样隔开来，这是你的一个工作区域。那有的那个墙呢，因为它比较隔间比较高的，你可能就看不到你的同事。那有的是很矮的，就是你一站在办公室那边，你就可以一眼望过去，大家都坐在那儿。
Right. And Jason says, no, not all the time.
Jason 就说不会啦，不会经常这个样子的啦。
I've noticed that he tends to do it more in the late morning as lunch draws near.
Jason 就说，其实呢，我有注意到他呢 tend to 这个 he 就是指刚才那个 Zach 那个新的同事。什么叫 tend to 呢 ？tend to 就是你往往会有这样的一个状况出现。他说他常常这样子做，就是敲打那个不管是桌子还是什么这样的一个动作呢，通常比较多会发生在 late morning， 就是早上比较晚一点的比较后期的早上，也就是说上午快要接近结束的那个时候，而且是通常是 as 就表示当那个午餐的时间呢 draws near， 什么叫 draws near？ 就是很靠近，就是午餐的时间靠近的时候，他才会开始做这个拍打的动作。
Right. Another way to think of tend to do something is like 偏会做这个事情。比如说 I tend to eat a lot， 那我偏会吃比较多一点。
Stephen 老师很爱吃哦。
I do. I love to eat. I tend to eat a lot. It's very true. And late morning, we know that's like maybe 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. You could also say early morning, okay? That could be like 7, 6 a.m., 5 a.m., okay? So you can use those two. You can use that way to say early morning or late morning. And as lunch draws near, if you think draws near is a little difficult to understand, you could also say as lunch approaches, okay? 越来越近. Approaches, approaches, or as lunch gets closer. Okay.
Gets closer 可能比较对同学来说比较好学的。
Exactly. So Rachel then says, how does that not drive you crazy?
这时候 Rachel 就说，你怎么会觉得像那样子 kick kick 咔咔这样子拍打的声音，你怎么不会让你这个声音不会让你怎么样 crazy drive somebody crazy？ 同学，这个 drive 就是迫使你有这样的一个动作，crazy 就是你觉得快疯了，快抓狂了。
对。So listen.He's doing it again.
好了 ，Rachel 这时候真的有点不爽了。他说：“你听，他现在又开始了，又来了。
Jason says, "Oh, I hear it."
这时候 Jason 当然要听见了。这时候，除非你的耳朵可能有点受伤还是怎么样。他说：“哎，我听到了。”
I guess I've just gotten used to it.
所以 Jason 呢，为什么之前他对于这个声音不是那么敏感？是因为他说我想呢，应该可能是我已经习惯了。同学 get used to something 就是表示你已经习惯这个动作了。
Right, so I guess 不是我猜，而是我想。Okay, so I guess I've just gotten. 那这个 gotten 虽然是两个 t， 但是这个两个 t 不是硬的，是 gotten. Okay, 不是 gotten.Okay, I always have my earphones in anyway, so I barely even noticed it.
因为有的时候有些人上班呢，他可能希望有一些，比如说音乐啦，好伴随着上班，这样子比较不会觉得太累。所以他说那是因为呢，我一直呢都是把我的 earphones， 同学，因为你是放在耳朵里边啦，所以介系词是用 in， 本来是 in my ear 是放在里面，好，所以呢我几乎没有办法听到。同学 barely 它是一个否定的副词。叫几乎不的意思，所以他说我几乎就没有注意到，原来他有这样子拍打的这个声音。
Let's take a short break. Rachel then says, "That reminds me, it's not the only annoying thing he does."
表示他这个新同事还真多坏习惯，对不对？所以这时候呢 ，Rachel 就说你这个 remind 就让我想到了一件事儿，什么事儿呢？就是这件事不是唯一的 only， 好 ，annoying 这个字形容那个 thing， 表示让人家觉得很烦人的一件事情。他说这好像不是唯一那一件让人家觉得很烦的事情哦。然后 he 就是指那个 Zach 所做的那些事情。
Right, so annoying, another word we could use here is irritating. Okay, it's the same meaning as annoying, 令人觉得很烦。那 irritating is irritate.Okay, and 加 ing 就把 e 弄掉 ing. Okay? Every time he walks past me, he always bumps into my cubicle.
他现在就要讲了，他另外一件让人家觉得很烦的、很 annoying 的事情到底是什么呢？就是每一次这个 Zach 呢，在走路的时候 pass me， 就是走到我旁边、经过我旁边的时候呢，他总是会 bumps into。同学 bump into 这个介系词非常的明确的描述，你撞东西一定是撞到它里面去，朝那个方向撞进去，所以他会撞到什么呢？就撞到我的那个小办公室的小隔间。
Right. He always bumps into my cubicle. So bump into, you have to make sure you use the word into with bump, okay? So they're actually touching. So bump into, I'm bumping into Bernice 老师, okay? So it could be really irritating, really annoying, right? It's almost like he's doing it on purpose.
而且 Rachel 觉得呢 Zach 做这个就是撞到这样的一个动作，他觉得几乎就像是他在怎么样故意这么做的 on purpose 表示你故意的。
似乎很像是 almost like he's doing it on purpose. Who knows? Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Then Jason says, I don't think he means it though.
他的同事帮他说个话了，说，我认为应该他不是这个样嘛，他不是这个意思嘛。Though 放在这个句子的最尾巴，就是 however 可是然而的意思。
Because it's 可是然而 we also put a comma when we write it. But when we're saying it, you don't have to stop. You don't have to pause. I don't think he means it though. Okay.
这个 though 放在句尾，记得要加个逗点。
All right. And mean, as an adjective, it means 很坏, right? But here it means it's a verb. So 它没有那个意思. He doesn't mean it though.
Yeah.
Okay. Our office space is pretty small, so it's easy to bump into corners.
他就说了我们的办公室这个空间本来这个 space 这个字不可以数哈，他是讲空间的意思。他说空间就已经 pretty small， 这个 pretty 不是指漂亮的意思，这个 pretty 就是 very 的意思，它就很小了，对不对？空间就这么小了，所以撞到这些转角，同学 corners 加了 s 是因为很多很多个转角，所以你撞到这个转角很容易会发生这种事情。
All right, so another way to think of office space are cubicles that we have at our work. That is our office space. 我们自己的 office space. So that's what the cubicle is the actual little compartment that you work in, and office space is anywhere that you work. Okay? So bump. This word might be a little bit difficult for a lot of native Chinese speakers because the p sound is not something that we have in Chinese as much at the end of a word. Okay, our P sounds, our heavy P sounds are usually in the beginning, right? Like 炮竹 or 拍
P 开头的注音符号的字。
So to put it at the end of a word, first let's look at the word bump. Okay, let's look at B-U-M, bum, and at the end go bump. Okay, so think of it like that, and it will be easier for you to pronounce. And then Rachel says, I guess I can give him the benefit of the doubt on that.
Rachel 说的这句话非常道地的一句英文，同学可以把它学起来。他就说我想这件事情我暂时就这样子相信你说的吧。所以这边的 give somebody the benefit of the doubt。这个片语的意思就是说呢，当你一个人对于另外一件事情你产生了怀疑，那你就觉得我现在也没证据，我也没办法说这件事情是不对的，好吧？那我就暂且相信你是清白的，所以我姑且相信这件事情。
Right, so this is something we really do often say. Give someone the benefit of the doubt. Okay, 先就是给他这个空间，对，去相信他是真的是这个事情，而不是只要你拿到证据之后，你才就是可以 doubt 他，但先不要。对，先不要去觉得他是做错事情的。然后 in English we always say I guess, OK， 那就是我们的方式说我觉得，对，
就是 I think
exactly。但 I think 我们真的比较偏会讲 I guess，OK。对于讲中文的人 ，it's a little bit confusing， 因为 in Chinese I guess is 我猜，Yeah，but it's not the same meaning， so you have to make sure you understand that。And there's something that we often say, innocent until proven guilty。Right? Yeah. 你现在是无辜的，只要我找到证据，你不是无辜，那你都是无辜的。Innocent until proven guilty.
比如说 Bernice 老师可能有一天问 Stephen 老师说 ，Hey Stephen, I saw you went out with another woman last week.
Oh, and I say you don't have proof, right? So innocent until proven guilty. All right, so Jason then says, I think you should just tell him if it's really bothering you.
好啦，那这个 Jason 就说，好吧 ，Rachel， 如果你觉得他一直这样子会撞到你的这个桌角，撞到你这个 cubicles 的话呢，好吧，我认为你应该告诉他呀，对不对？人跟人之间，你彼此要互相沟通嘛。如果你觉得这件事真的 bothering you， 真的会让你觉得很困扰。
Zach is a nice guy and will listen.
他就跟他说，我们这个新同事其实他人很好的，而且呢，他会听你说的。
Right, and Rachel says, okay, I'll talk to him after lunch.
好的，所以因为呢，刚好吃中餐的时间到了嘛，所以 Rachel 说，好啦，那我这个午餐之后，我再跟他谈一谈。
All right, let's do the review. Right, so when I say something is odd, what do I mean?
形容词奇怪的，
And what if it's really distracting?
让人觉得分心的。
Maybe it's distracting because something keeps tapping.
对，如果说你一直听到有人这种敲打的声音，
What's the difference between that and drumming?
drumming 跟 tapping 的意思都是指敲打的声音。
Right. And if I have to pause, what does that mean?
稍微暂停一下。
Right. And if I work in an office, I might have a cubicle. What's that?
每个人的办公室呢，就会有一个小小的隔间。
And then if the adjective that is constant, what does that mean?
表示持续、经常性的发生。
All right. Lunch is drawing near. What does that mean?
哇哦，就是慢慢的靠近了。
Right. It's getting closer. Okay. So what are earphones?
earphone 就是同学每个人在那个捷运上面到处都看到你们戴的耳机。
Right. Okay. So it's not a 耳朵的电话, okay, earphone, okay? So what if I do something on purpose? What does that mean?
故意的。
Right. And if I bump you or bump into you?
bump 这个意思就是撞的意思。那你如果撞到人家的话，我们就加了一个介系词 into。
And what is the benefit of the doubt? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
我暂且姑且相信啦。
Right. I'll believe you until I have evidence. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
拜拜。
A coworker's bad habits. Rachel stops by Jason's desk to ask him about something that's been bothering her. Dialogue A.
Hey, Jason. This is a little odd, but I was wondering,
Yeah, what's up?
are you finding that sound really distracting?
What sound?
Don't tell me you can't hear that loud tapping.
Oh, that's just the new guy, Zach, drumming his fingers.
Please tell me he doesn't do that all the time. I might have to ask to move cubicles again if that's going to be a constant thing.
No, not all the time. I've noticed that he tends to do it more in the late morning as lunch draws near.
How does that not drive you crazy? Listen, he's doing it again.
Oh, I hear it. I guess I've just gotten used to it. I always have my earphones in anyway, so I barely even notice it.
That reminds me, it's not the only annoying thing he does. Every time he walks past me, he always bumps into my cubicle. It's almost like he's doing it on purpose.
I don't think he means it though. Our office space is pretty small, so it's easy to bump into corners.
I guess I can give him the benefit of the doubt on that.
I think you should just tell him if it's really bothering you. Zach is a nice guy and will listen.
Okay, I'll talk to him after lunch.